console. I know what I saw. I know what God has promised me. That my people will be picked up by the highest echelons of society to come and solve problems for them. There will be stories told to them that if you go here, you will find so and so. Go and pick him. He can solve your problem. Oh, you musicians, you are sitting there. David was quietly singing to animals, yet they came to pick him to Saul's house to get rid of demons. You guys will be picked up too, because when you sing, something is supposed to happen. But it's not about you. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to make. If it's about bless me, bless me, bless me, make me rich, make me that, that's just the beginning. It says, because of the level of light, I was watching one, I have it on the tape. It's written by Monroe. It says, do you know the meaning of salt and light? It's on the slides, but if they turn it, I will confuse the media people. It says, do you know the meaning of salt and light? Is that everybody thinks it's just to season? He says, no. He says, salt and light is standard. You are supposed to be the standard of excellence wherever they find you. I remember when we were a bit younger in Jesus Embassy, we met the Smiths, Mr. and Mrs. Banwo Smith. We looked at their children. Such excellence. We looked at their house. We looked at the way they carried themselves. And we said, that's the people we want to be like. Nobody said, I want to be like Joe. No. You say, why? Is he not a great man? He is. But I'd rather play my PlayStation 5 when I get home. And I don't want to fast for 40 days away from this woman. I will die. And I don't want to die. That's not my model. I don't know if you get the point I'm making. I saw my model. I saw my model who could do business and pray. And succeed in both. Because I remember when I was being ordained in the Redeemed, this is going to make this go viral. When I was being ordained in the Redeemed, everybody was falling down. And I was looking, you know. And then finally someone said, don't you want to be like Joe? I said, no. He said, why? That man doesn't sleep in his bed for 1 year. Doesn't play around, doesn't watch movies, doesn't do me. I love all that. I said, come on, you better know who you are. And you can think by yourself. And it's that very thing that I've equipped you with that you turn against. I used to turn against me, and I love it. You say, why? Because it shows you've grown up. You may have grown up stupidly, but you still grow up. It translates followers. Most of you want people to lead you to where? The problem is this. And this has been one of my biggest problems. This is my biggest problem. Where God is sending me to, I have nobody to model it after. I have to do trial. Can I say it's the same for many of you? You don't have a role model outside the Bible to follow. Because what he's asking you to do is completely unorthodox. But you're you're scared. He says, so don't just carry this. I love this. He says they translate followers to be leaders and leaders into what? Agents of what? Change. You know the part that hurts me in this country? Remember many years ago, the minister of Oyo State Minister of Commerce or something, invited a group of pastors to come and meet her in office. And they happened to meet me in a restaurant on their way to the minister, a female minister. I said, where are you people going? They said, we're going to see the minister. She invited us. I said, that's nice. Oh. They said, we're going to tell her all the things she's doing wrong in the Bible. I said, she won't invite you again. They said, why? I said, because what you should have done was collate what she can do and how you can help her. I said, when you help her, you will be the first person she will call when she wants to make decisions. I said, but the way you're going to condemn her. I tell you what, she already knows her weaknesses. You don't need to tell most of you, come on now, when you fornicate, you have to tell God. He knows. You knew before you fornicated that you were going to fornicate. You know, when you inform God about your fault, you're not just telling him. He knows when you even are thinking about it. People know their weaknesses to hell. They know. Husbands know how bad they are. Wives, I'm sorry, I don't know if they know fully, but I think they do. But the point I'm trying to make is, or they think that sometimes they act as if they don't know, but you know what I mean. He says, don't carry this mindset. I'm coming to church. I'm about to write something down. I'm going to get a breakthrough. I may get a car. I may get a house. You know. But he says, if I pray for you to get a house, I have insulted you. That guy is dangerous. That Apostle Selma. Of all the Pentecostal pastors, none has been invited to Harvard to talk because we can't articulate ourselves. We can't articulate our thoughts. Everything is spirit, 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 spirit. The Lord said, I remember when Gandhi came here the other day, Doc. You know what he did? He came here, he said, those of you who are always prophesying, he said, the pastor will get up and say, the Lord said I should do this. And he will come next Sunday. I said, the Lord said I shouldn't do it. He said, if you are in America and you do that, they will call you a liar. They'll call you a man that doesn't keep his word. He says, in church, we accept it as the man of God. He has spoken. It's a lie. You spoke, you better do it. Or get the permission of people not to do it. Am I making sense? But here we can use it as spirituality. Where the Lord said no. The Lord said no. God is not as crazy as you are. Doesn't change his mind like that. He said to us, that's what's wrong with us. We can lie in church like he's going out of business. And so the world looks at you and says, he's a bloody liar. Don't mind. He will come and tell you the Lord said he shouldn't do it. He says in the kingdom, the kingdom that we present is superior to anything mundane. The products that we communicate are not earthbound. And I love what he said. He says they apply in earth, but they are of superior value. Wisdom is above the price of. I've run out of time. You know why I'm doing this morning? I was telling Jennifer the other day, I said to her, sweetheart, what people don't know about church is this. Church is like a bus that is parked in front of a place. And you're told, get on the bus if you want to go wherever you want to go in life. I said, but the first thing you do before you enter any bus is to do what? Find out where the bus is going. If I said there are buses out there to take people home, some of them will go to Ring Road, some of them will go to UI, some of them will go to Makbo, some of them will go to Bodija, some of them. When you get out of this place, you're going to go out and say, which bus is going where I'm going? Most of you don't understand where we are going as a church. And sometimes you get disappointed. Remember what he said at the beginning, that it may take a year to build a 12-story building. And this is your first year. I haven't seen any change. I haven't seen any car. That's not what you are here for. Am I making sense? I wanted to explain to you who we are and where we're going. And I found somebody who said it in better words than I can. I mean, I could have easily assimilated what he said, put it on a PowerPoint and present it to you. That's easy. I can do that and I will look very intelligent. But you won't have believed me. It's true. You won't The pastor has come again. But he hasn't said anything I haven't said. But I'm a small boy. Oh, by the way, you guys have to agree with me. What's her name? Orenze is coming to town this weekend. I'm trying to make an appointment with her so that I can bring her here. You know, I'm not bringing her for you, I'm bringing her for the city. People think I really think you will get the leftover on Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? We have to have a project that we're doing. I'm also trying to get Pastor Selman to come to the city. But in a different magnitude. I don't want him to come and preach to you. What is he preaching to you? Well, you can watch his video. And I've already shown you his video anyway, so what's your problem? I even shown it on Sunday, Seth. It's not for you, so that we can do outreaches with them. Am I making sense? Reach the city, and then if they're free on Sunday morning, they can come and touch your head. Some of you think, but that's how you get the anointing. You just follow a man of God, he lay hands on you. All the thing he has done for 50 years just gets on your head like that. You just let them lay until you become bald. You will find out that nothing has moved. It says, when you are listening to the wisdom of God's word, you are receiving more than that which programs you to have a car or a house. Those things will become benefits to you that you will not even be aware when they arrive, because you are focusing on them. In all my years in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, not once have I heard the Jew say, please pray for me, I need a house, I need a car. It's always about, how do we build this? How do we do this? We need 100 million to do that. This man has transcended needs. You are still struggling with needs. There's room for you at the top. You need to transcend. Am I making sense? You need to transcend. Let's finish this. I spent a lot of time praying for the nation, so I don't have the time. I have other notes I wanted to share with you here, but I'm going to stop. Girls here, Jesus. Look at what our media team did this morning. First try. First try. First try. Everybody that produced that movie are here. Imagine what they can do for her business.